pod.
This is getting ridiculous
I had
now.
a pod, but not the nano.
Man.
But shells, what is?
One iPad them.
This is a Microsoft Zune, so similar to the Apple iPod. Like this could play music. You have some videos on there, and the interface was all touch, just like the iPod.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it was really good. My friends all made fun of me for having a Zune because they all had iPods. But yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
That was not nice.
So what the nano can do?
It plays music same. It's just tiny. Cause remember it just came out before all the people are jogging with them phones on them arm and all these things. These ones came out first to allow you to still move around with that tiny thing. Remember they had another little tiny one that was like this big, like an inch big, and you can play music on the same way.
I don't know that.
It's the mini one, man.
I couldn't afford an iPod, and so I had to settle for the Zune. But I rocked it though. I rocked the Zune hard. It was really good.
Does it still work?
Yes, it is working. Listen, we can't dance.
Listen, this works. I am going to test it.
This still works. That's
wow.
crazy. This is, which iPod is this? 1?
It works!
Oh yes. See there?
Join us this week on Tourism One-on-One as we examine how the tourism sector has been performing in the post-pandemic environment with Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Edmund Bartlett.
CVM Sports ISSA Schoolboy Football is brought to you by KFC, Charles, Water, Pringles, True Shake, Powerade, Burt's Auto Parts. So Kingston College getting ready to defend their Manning Cup title. Both teams walking out onto the field now, their opponents, Charlie Smith as well. Always brave, and though they may fall, their motto says they never yield. 2024 marked their 17th hold on the Manning Cup trophy, and the Purples from North Street look to add to their illustrious cabinet. Not too far away in Southern St. Andrew, Charlie Smith stand in their way, but the business of politics got done in midweek, and now the Stadium East Field is transformed into a theatre of possibilities. Kickoff beckons. It's KC versus Charlie Smith. It's the opening game of the ISSA Manning Cup 2025. It's CVM television, and it is live. My name is Jordan Fort, and my co-commentator is Leger Williams, as we see the greeting party headed by ISSA President Keith Wellington greeting the Purples of North Street. Leger.
Yeah, this is a big time matchup, certainly a big time matchup. Charlie Smith, a team, a school with a lot of history, but you can't ignore the history of their opponents. Kingston College, one of the most prideful institutions, I would say, not only in Jamaica, not only in the Western Hemisphere, but also possibly maybe in the entire world. We know as Jamaicans and as from beyond what they mean, what this team means to their school, and they certainly have been providing them with a lot of thrills and a lot of success recently. They'll be looking to continue that this season in the ISSA Manning Cup, and it starts today against Charlie Smith in a highly anticipated encounter.
And of course the greeting party also accompanied by the sponsors of this year's schoolboy football competition. And of course, we've got Wisynco through their brands Water, Pringles, True Shake, and Powerade. Of course, CVM Television. There we saw business manager Deborah Shaw as part of that greeting party as well. The executive chairman of CVM Television is Delroy Howell. Andre Roper, marketing manager KFC. Shantavia Samuels, marketing assistant Charles Chocolate. Alistair Martin, marketing lead Bert's Auto Parts. Corey Burke, trade marketing manager Kirk, with their brands Kendall and Setamol. Main event represented by Shawnika Phillips, senior account executive, and Matthew Christie, CEO Soccer Express. Here is the officiating team. Alexi Perry is leading. He's the man in the middle. Jermaine Yee Singh, Kenny Wright are the two assistants, and the fourth official is Karen Wilson. So we get the formalities out the way. To the far left, we see Linvern Wright, the chairman of the Costa Cup, principal of William Knibb High School, taking the photos there with the Charlie Smith team. And of course, Kingston College getting their pre-match photos taken as well. So we heard in the build-up, we heard from Leger the importance of this contest. Of course, we expect to see the stands continue to fill up. Kingston College team with the traditional strong support. And there we can see Andre Roper, marketing manager of KFC, to the far right of that particular photograph. Speeding things up now, the organisers, because of course kickoff is set for 5 p.m. sharp. And we do have the starting lineups for both teams. Kingston College, they will have Justin Williams in goal. And they've got Jayshawn Edwards, Rajay Ziminis, as we see the refereeing team led by Alexi Perry, flanked by his assistants, Jermaine Yee Singh and Kenny Wright. The fourth official, Karen Wilson. They're the captains of both teams. Kingston College, Kamal Patterson, and for Charlie Smith, Andre Langford. See the captains shake hands now, and we'll see the coin toss. And then we'll be able to tell you exactly who suits up for who in the starting 11 for this contest. So Alexi Perry giving final instructions. And so for Kingston College, as I told you, just Justin Williams in goal, Jayshawn Edwards, Rajay Ziminis, Samari Taylor, Benjamin Rooms, Sharif Ricketts, Otavian Holloway, Kamal Patterson, Romaine Foster, Deshaun Byfield, and Kajay Fletcher. The 11 starting for Charlie Smith in goal, Andre Bogle. They've got Damian Danville, Jador Moore, Andre Langford, George Pringle, Kevin Howell, Neo Drummond, Malachi Palmer, Isaiah Lee, Eric Davey, and Isaac Brown. So the Costa Cup champions kicked off their title defence in successful fashion. Garvey Maceo winning 3-0 over Fogo Road. Kingston College, their players and entire coaching staff would have been here to see that, and now they look to follow suit in the defence of their ISSA Manning Cup title. 17 titles to their name. Kingston College celebrating their 100th anniversary, and they look to continue their stranglehold on Jamaican high school sports across the board. And this one, of course, one of the premier trophies to win in schoolboy sport. Referee Alexi Perry just about to get things going, waiting for the clock to strike 5. It's now 4:59. And we're going to get going bang on time in this one. And the whistle sounds. And Kingston College has gotten the contest underway.
Yeah, opting for a little bit of a trick to start things off. Kingston College having a lot of players down their left-hand side, but still switching it to the right. Inaccurate pass, though. But they look to squeeze Charlie Smith early and create a chance.
And here is an early opportunity, but Charlie Smith equal to the task. Deshaun Byfield, the Kingston College centre forward, trying to get on the end of that. It's like it might be a player down for Kingston College in the box, and the referee stops the contest.
Yeah, Sharif Ricketts, Kingston College's number 10, involved in an early duel, needing some treatment. So not quite the same fireworks that we would have seen in the Da Costa Cup game, where at this moment in time, Garvey Maceo would have already scored. Kingston College looking for an equally fast start, but in the end, it's their number 10, Sharif Ricketts, who needs some assistance. Back up on his feet now, and he will certainly be a very important player for Kingston College this season. There's a long-time head coach of Charlie Smith and legend of the school as well, Eugene Williams, former centre-back.
Yeah, a prominent figure at Arnott Gardens as well. Of course, Eugene Williams. And you'll see the man Vassal Reynolds, the man at the helm for Kingston College, a lot throughout this contest. Also quite a vocal leader is Vassal Reynolds as well, as he tries to marshal his troops here. Leger mentioned the strategy used at kickoff by Kingston College, perhaps drawing from European champions PSG. As we see a long ball forward now, but this one is going to be well covered by Charlie Smith. And the ball is into touch for a goal kick.
Yeah, many teams across the world now using, and there is Vassal Reynolds, as you would have mentioned, the head coach of this Kingston College team. Very successful in his second year in charge last season, winning the Manning Cup and the Olivia Shield. But yeah, I was mentioning the use of all stoppages in play as set pieces across world football now.
This one played out to the left-hand side to Samari Taylor for Kingston College. And it's Taylor looking to cut this one back now, but trying to find some support. Who's going to help him? Here he's found Zimenez, and Zimenez with a shot from distance from the left boot. Doesn't get very far. Kamal Patterson plays this one outside to the right-hand side, and ball back across the area. Kingston College in with the opportunity, and saved by Charlie Smith goalkeeper Andre Bogle. Here the ball comes back out to Benjamin Rooms of Kingston College. Back out to that right-hand side for KC. KC looked to keep the pressure on, and Rooms gets it back. Rooms. And he finds Zimenez, or Samari Taylor it is, in fact. Zimenez who finds Taylor, that is, and back across the box. Out wide, KC still have possession. Back to the top, and a shot on goal. Repelled, but KC come again. This one hits the side netting. So all action here in the first half from Kingston College. Opportunities to open the scoring, but the intent is clear.
Yeah, it certainly is. And the defensive nous of Charlie Smith being tested early, and it has to be said, they look rather desperate to begin with, but they have kept their clean sheet intact for the time being.
So just about a little over 4 minutes gone in this contest. KC applying the early pressure. Now we're going to get a look back at that particular opportunity, Leger.
Yeah, it was Zimenez firing this one in, unable to find anyone in the center of the box, but when it came back to Samari Taylor, that second opportunity, very tight angle, unable to put it on target.
Indeed, and the pressure is being put on by Holloway of Kingston College, trying to win this one back for his team. Charlie Smith tried to go long, but unsuccessfully. Throw in will be taken by Patterson, and throws it into Holloway down the right hand side. Loses possession though, and it is Isaac Brown who puts that one into touch and gives his team a temporary reprieve.
It seems as if Kingston College love a right back as their captain, because Patterson was in the squad last season, filling in multiple roles, has now replaced Kimani Reese as the leader of the team.
Here they come again down this right hand side. Ball looped in for Kingston College. Not a bad ball in, but no attacking players on the end of it. Charlie Smith with an opportunity to break. Playing this one out wide to the left early. And Charlie Smith using their left hand side. Kingston College attacking down the right hand side for much of the early exchanges so far. It's Charlie Smith with a throw in.
Charlie Smith, I'm sure, will put up a better fight than what we would have seen from Fogo Road in the first game of our doubleheader. Usually a very competitive team in the Manning Cup. Have gone off the boil a bit in the last couple of seasons, Charlie Smith, but still a team with a lot of resources in terms of their quality. They'll be looking to put that on show today, but it's going to be a tough ask against Kingston College with all of their quality as well.
Yeah, and very much situated in a football community.
Yeah.
Charlie Smith, as Kingston College win possession back. And Kingston College through Samari Taylor. Try to advance once again. Taylor plays it back now. KC go out wide. And the number 10, Sharif Ricketts. Back to Benjamin Booms, who's pulling the strings in the middle of the park. Himself and Kamal Patterson trying to stitch an attack together for Kingston College. This one won back though by Charlie Smith. Here's an opportunity for them to break on the counter-attack now. And good defending from Kingston College. Charlie Smith though, play this one outside, wide to the right. And their number 11 passes it back inside. Neil Drummond is wearing number 11. And here comes Danville. Danville in possession now. Ball in early, but not a good ball from Charlie Smith. And Kamal Patterson will regain possession for Kingston College. Here's the early ball for Kingston College. And their number 20, Kajay Fletcher, is waiting in the middle. And the ball does not get to Fletcher. It's going to be cleared now by Charlie Smith. And Charlie Smith, of course, trying to take advantage of any counter-attacking opportunities whenever Kingston College lose possession in attack, but it could be a dangerous game they're playing.
Yeah, most definitely, and Kingston College will commit many players going forward, so there will be a chance for Charlie Smith there, but they have to be very useful and know how to use possession well when attacking.
This one out wide right again for Kingston College, and a left-footed pass inside Fletcher. Attempt at a shot, doesn't get beyond the defender. Retrieved by Sharif Ricketts. Ball back over the top. Byfield wanted to strike that one on the volley, but it didn't get there. Ball goes out now to the left-hand side to Samari Taylor, and Taylor working his way inside. Ball across, cleared. Still though, Kingston College can apply the pressure once more. Kamal Patterson. And the ball played out to Holloway. Holloway losing possession. Ball in now for Kingston College, and was it Byfield? It was Deshaun Byfield, number 19, who was trying to get on the end of it. Charlie Smith though survive, and now they play the ball forward early. This is down the right hand side. Number 11, Neil Drummond, plays the ball across, and will they get on the end of it? Chance for Charlie Smith. But KC's goalkeeper, Justin Williams, alert to the danger. But Charlie Smith with an early sniff there at an opportunity, Leger.
Yeah, that was some good attacking play and a very good cross as well. Put in a very dangerous area. Justin Williams unable to come initially to deal with the danger, but eventually he got it done.
Indeed, Kingston College don't want to concede early. You mentioned that they will commit a number of bodies forward in attack. They're trying to really put the pressure on this Charlie Smith team, but Charlie Smith aware of the opportunities which might present themselves and trying to also hit Kingston College on the counter-attack, as we see KC now through Sharif Ricketts trying to make that foray down the left-hand side again. Now they play the ball all the way out to the right. Does KC, and Holloway has been hugging that right-sided touchline to give KC some much-needed width. Ball back in the middle to Benjamin Rooms. And here comes a shot now from distance from number 20, Kajay Fletcher. Goalkeeper, though, always had it covered.
Yeah, that one was always dragging wide. But again, the intent from Kingston College, and there are the instructions, extra instructions coming in from Vassar Reynolds. So both teams with a lot of attacking intent early. Here's the shot once more. Always drifting wide of that far post.
This was another opportunity, the earlier opportunity, in fact, for Charlie Smith. The ball was played across and just couldn't quite connect. As Charlie Smith again come on this right-hand side, Isaiah Lee. And Lee tried to keep possession, but he loses it. Flail of the arms for Lee, who is frustrated at losing possession there. Kingston College get a chance to come the other way, and it's gonna come to number 10, Sharif Ricketts. Turns and finds wide right. Ball back in the left-footed cross. Ooh, close for Deshaun Byfield. Tried to stick that big right boot out. The tall player Byfield, but couldn't connect.
Yeah, Byfield, Kingston College's top goal scorer last season. Scored in the Manning Cup final as well against St. Catherine High. There's been a lot of talk around Kingston College and them losing what many people would say is the jewel of their attack in Demario Daly, another player that would have scored many goals for them last season, or over the past couple of seasons really. But Deshaun Byfield was actually their top goal scorer, and will be looking to return to those lofty heights this season as well.
J. Sean Edwards with the free kick, but it amounts to nothing. Kingston College number 5, Roger Zimenez.
Comes from a very proud footballing family as well, Roger Zimenez. That last name might be very familiar to you because of his brother Tyreek Zimenez, former Kingston College student, but more so well known for his time at Jamaica College, where he would have won titles. But the younger brother, not doing too shabby himself, winning the Manning Cup with Kingston College last year, and has returned at left back. Much more experience now, but he commits a foul on that occasion. Very integral to the Kingston College system as well. Playing that left back role, yes, but so often tasked with forming a back three in possession, knowing when to overlap, knowing when to underlap and join the attack, but also having to defend many transitions. And we've already seen Charlie Smith attack down their right-hand side on a few occasions, so big job always for Roger Zimenez, but he has proven that he's up to the task in previous seasons.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Charlie Smith outfit and the difference in terms of height and build between themselves and Kingston College, especially in attack. Charlie Smith with some smaller, more wiry players. Kingston College with more brawn, as KC tried to come forward here through Byfield. Byfield now playing this one into the middle of the field. It comes now to Zimenez. Zimenez trying to find number 20, Kajay Fletcher. And that one is off the mark. So Andre Bogle of Charlie Smith, another opportunity to get his team forward with a good goal kick.
And none of those short goal kicks that we've seen become very popular. Charlie Smith opting for the old school route. But Kingston College winning the second ball and launching an attack now.
Otavian Holloway for KC. And KC losing possession. What was looked like a promising attack. Charlie Smith tried to get forward again. Losing out, but winning that particular duel. And now Charlie Smith foray down the left-hand side and try to attack Kingston College. Ball cleared by Zimenez of KC as it came across early. And the referee minded to stop this one because that looks like a head injury. So Charlie Smith with a player down, and the medical staff will be summoned quickly as the player who's been fouled is suffering with what appears to be a head injury. He's sitting up and responding, so
So 16 and a half minutes into this contest, it's been pretty intense to start off. Charlie Smith, of course, giving just as good as they've gotten from Kingston College so far. Kingston College known as one of the most physically adept teams in the Manning Cup. Charlie Smith having to match that first game out will always be very taxing, and it will be very intriguing to see as well if they can maintain this level throughout the 90. There's the head collision that led to the referee stopping the game.
yeah, just to point out quickly, Kingston College in Group B of the ISSA Manning Cup. 8 teams in all groups in the Manning Cup this year. A slight change of format in urban area schoolboy football. 5 groups of 8, and the top 3 will advance, plus the best 4th place team. So that's how you'll get the 16 for the round of 16 in Manning Cup. Kingston College and Charlie Smith joined by Denham Town, Haile Selassie, Jose Marti, Kingston Tech, and Tarrant, as well as Tivoli Gardens High in their group.
Very competitive group as well. Tivoli Gardens High have been impressive for the past couple of seasons, alongside this Charlie Smith team as well.
Kevin Howell for Charlie Smith, their number 10, trying to wiggle himself out of a tough situation, but Charlie Smith ultimately turn over possession to Kingston College, and the KC through their number 10, Sharif Ricketts, working the ball back now to the right-hand side. There's a tackle coming in, and Charlie Smith get possession back. It's a foul, in fact, that's been called by referee Alexi Perry.
Yeah, Benjamin Rooms crowded out there, trying to advance, but good recovery challenge coming in from Charlie Smith. That backward pass, I think, will signal a press from Kingston College that Charlie Smith felt coming. Immediately booted that one out of play. That was their number 4, Isaac Brown.
Yeah, at centre back, Isaac Brown knows the task ahead of him. Kingston College now will be looking for a good throw from Roger Zimenez. Zimenez finds Ricketts, and Ricketts able to win a corner kick for KC.
Set pieces were integral to Kingston College last season. Scored quite a few, including the opener in the Manning Cup final against St. Catherine High. They've taken this one short.
Back to the middle of the field, and an attempt there from Otavian Holloway. But that one well over the bar. And Charlie Smith restart things quickly. So Kingston College looking to continue to press Charlie Smith, not allowing them the opportunity to play out from the back. Zimenez gets the ball forward again. And the KC played out wide now to Samari Taylor. Taylor to Fletcher. Back out to Zimenez. Back into KJ Fletcher. Fletcher losing out though in that challenge. Charlie Smith trying to launch it forward quickly but unsuccessfully. And Romain Foster of KC regaining possession. Here come KC now again down the right hand side. Ball turned over. Charlie Smith look to come forward now. Their number 10, Kevin Howell, playing the ball out to the right hand side, but KC has got plenty of numbers back. And they get possession back. Ball played into touch now. It is Charlie Smith who have possession. Charlie Smith goes for the long ball. And oh, there's a deflection that made KC's keeper, Justin Williams, very uncomfortable just now. Looked like a speculative effort at first, but that deflection just made things tricky.
Yeah, caught it very well, and that deflection, as you said, rooted Justin Williams in the end. There's going to be a corner kick coming in now.
In swinging corner, Charlie Smith. So infringement spotted by referee Alexi Perry. And the Kingston College will have a free kick.
Yeah, here's that shot again. Caught it so well. And as you mentioned, Justin Williams wouldn't have known too much about that one had it found the back of the net.
Yep, those are what you have to look out for. Charlie Smith do look pretty keen on really advancing quickly, or whenever they regain possession, catch KC out. And the Kingston College, I'm sure, will be mindful of the threat that the Eugene Williams coached team possesses.
Jay Sean Edwards there trying to bait the press of Charlie Smith, but they won't bite so far. One more year of experience under his belt. Already mentioned that he was one of the goal scorers in the final last season for Kingston College. Young centre back, has shown a lot of promise, has Jay Sean Edwards. And now will be without his partner of last season, Kavis Paul, a man from Ghana who was actually Manning Cup's MVP last season. So a new leadership position, I would say, for that back line.
Ricketts playing this one out to Holloway on the right hand side. KC losing possession. Garvey Maceo with the early ball Charlie Smith, I should say, with the early ball forward. Here comes Charlie Smith again, winning that second ball. On this left hand side, KC with numbers back though. Charlie Smith be able to conjure up an opportunity. No, the ball is given away. But one right back by Charlie Smith. So Charlie Smith applying the pressure here. Just want to switch to the right hand side for Charlie Smith. Got to go all the way back though to centre back Malachi Palmer. And now they try to go out wide again to Romain Danville. Damian Danville, that is. Danville to Isaiah Lee. Lee back to Danville. Danville tries to find Lee once more. Deflects off a KC player, and it's a Charlie Smith throw. So here's Isaiah Lee with the early ball in, and KC's keeper Justin Williams will accept that one gleefully.
It was always going to be behind that one. Good positioning from Kingston College's custodian. Charlie Smith again asserting themselves and winning that one back. Certainly have been very impressive to start this game, Charlie Smith. And they're on the attack again.
Davey out to the number 3, Damian Danville. Danville back to Malachi Palmer now. Palmer trying to pick a long ball, but inaccurate. And the KC gonna have another opportunity to come forward now, but Charlie Smith, keen and alert. And back in possession, Charlie Smith down this left-hand side. But the ball rolls tamely to KC's keeper, Williams. Jay-Sean Edwards now in possession for Kingston College. Thought about the long ball. And here comes the attack again on the right-hand side for KC. Looks like it's Kajay Fletcher over there. Deshaun Byfield, in fact. Ball inside now to Benjamin Rooms. Rooms finds Zimines. And Zimines trying to pick out Samari Taylor. It's a good idea. That through ball, though not finding its way to Taylor. KC back in possession though. Kajay Fletcher fighting off the defender, ensuring his team remains in possession of the ball. Holloway has been doing a lot of work on this right-hand side. The Kingston College number 11. Here comes Holloway, tries to get the ball across. Charlie Smith with numbers back. And their defender hitting the midriff, and now he's down. So there's going to be a break in play. But I agree with you, Leger. Some quality football being played by Charlie Smith so far.
Yeah, they're very well organized, Charlie Smith. You can see that they're a very well drilled team. Always trying to cut off certain lanes. They're very aware of what Kingston College want to do in terms of their attack, trying to overload those wide areas. So you can see Charlie Smith, even in their mid or deep block, always trying to offer an extra player to deal with the wide threat of Kingston College. And then in addition to that as well, when they go forward, they're very thrustful in what they're trying to do, getting forward quickly, trying to get their wide players involved, taking on players. It's just that final action has been letting them down so far, but certainly giving Kingston College a lot of problems to start this game so far.
So Charlie Smith temporarily down to 10 players as Kingston College to restart. Ball cleared. KC number 12 is Kamal Patterson.
Had a brilliant game in the Manning Cup final as well. Kamal Patterson. A change in shape of head coach Vassar Reynolds. Had him playing in a very hybrid role and dealt with the wide threat of St. Catherine Hines that game superbly well, did Patterson. Now the captain of the team taking over from Kimani Reese and now holding down that right back berth for his own. Let's see if he will hold this free kick or will it be Sharif Ricketts to whip it in.
Ball comes in to the back post. Not able to head it back across goal though. Jay-Sean Edwards. You can see the intent. Of course, Edwards, the tall figure from coming up from centre back to give a target to aim for, but wasn't able to head that ball back across goal as they would have practiced on the training ground. Charlie Smith. Oh, that is going to be a foul on Samari Taylor. And Charlie Smith will have the opportunity to get some numbers forward now from this free kick. It's going to be taken by Isaac Brown, centre back. And now they play that long ball forward. Jay-Sean Edwards though, well aware of what was coming and clears his lines for Kingston College. Charlie Smith unable to get the ball under control. This one is going to be retained or regained by Kingston College, and Samari Taylor tries to play an early ball forward. Inaccurate though.
Then in the end, I rushed past that one from Isaac Brown. Kingston College trying to get more rhythm going in their attacking play now. The past few minutes really has been all Charlie Smith, I would say, in terms of the rhythm of the game. They're the ones dictating the speed of it, how fluent it is, how frantic it is at times as well. Kingston College will want to regain control. I know that's the aim of the game for their head coach, Vassar Reynolds.
And let's see if they can begin to gain that control now through Ziminez on this left-hand side. And he finds Samari Taylor. That's a brilliant ball, you know. And Taylor, though, in trying to get it across goal, has the ball deflected. And it's going to be a Kingston College corner. So Kingston College, Charlie Smith, after 31 minutes, locked at 0-0 in this, the opening day of the ISSA Manning Cup 2025. Number 10 Ricketts will swing this one, an outswinger for Kingston College, and a clear header for, looks like Ziminez, was it? But easily saved by Charlie Smith's goalkeeper Andre Bogle, and now Charlie Smith have the opportunity to bring the attack to Kingston College again. And Charlie Smith, number 10, Kevin Howell, has been busy all game trying to use a few flicks and tricks to get by his man. Not so, but Charlie Smith has the throw. And there's a nice little 1-2, Howell back on it for Charlie Smith, but looks like it's going to be offside.
Yeah, they were trying to work the space to get across in there, Charlie Smith. In the end, unable to breach the Kingston College defense, and there was a offside call.
Yeah, that I think interplay there just now, Leger, from Pringle and Howell. Nice little exchange. Charlie Smith win the ball back. Their number 14, Isaiah Lee, plays it forward. Here's Pringle on it now for Charlie Smith. Plays it out wide to Damian Danville. Danville plays this one wide to Isaiah Lee. Lee, one step over and brings this ball back to his left foot. Oh, and a header on the goal. And it looks like it's going to result in a corner kick. Well saved from Kingston College's Justin Williams.
But more enterprising play from Charlie Smith. They're really putting some pressure on Kingston College now. Can they continue with this corner?
Not a great corner kick indeed from Charlie Smith. But yes, the pressure is on. Kingston College being forced on the back foot. Charlie Smith playing with intent, playing with purpose. And right now they're sensing that there is an opportunity for them to find an opening. So Neil Drummond comes away with it for Charlie Smith. Gonna have to play this one all the way back to Malachi Palmer. Squeeze being put on by Deshaun Byfield of Kingston College. Bogle clears this one for Charlie Smith. And
the offside flag up again against Charlie Smith there.
The attacking player not establishing himself back in an onside position before that ball was played by Bogle, the goalkeeper. So Kingston College now with the opportunity to return that pressure to Charlie Smith, having soaked up quite a bit of pressure in the previous few possessions, but they lose it, Kingston College. Charlie Smith knocking it around. This Charlie Smith team, I'm telling you, they look pretty confident as Charlie Smith.
Yeah, doing everything in rhythm now. Everything coming off, and that's a lovely switch of play as well from Langford.
To Damian Danville. Ooh, good turn there by Isaiah Lee. And the ball comes now to Pringle of Charlie Smith, their number 9. Pringle, but being crowded out, running out of options. And looked like he may have been tugged.
Yeah, I'm surprised that wasn't given as a foul actually, especially right in front of the assistant referee.
Yeah, and that's what Pringle was saying. Pringle really remonstrating with the referee Alexi Perry to say he was pulling my shirt. No foul given. Charlie Smith though, they lose it out of bounds there. Damien Danville. And a little bit of a respite for Kingston College. They've been under the cosh somewhat from this Charlie Smith outfit. Zimenez returns the ball to play for Kingston College. Benjamin Rooms now plays it back to the centre back, Chayshawn Edwards.
And Kingston College just trying to slow things down and play at their tempo. Trying to get a foothold in the game again.
And you get the feeling that Coach Vassal Reynolds knows his team is in a game, and you could see that signal to his troops to just slow things down, play at their own pace.
Charlie Smith again looking to get things going quickly, but intercepted in the end there by Romaine Foster.
Foster equal to the task.
Byfield with a good touch.
And here is an opportunity for Kingston College. Kingston College, will they get the goal here? And Byfield goes down.
Very good goalkeeping, you know. Andre Bogle quick on the scene, and at first when Byfield went down I was wondering if he had tripped him up, but as soon as you saw him escape with the ball you knew that that challenge was clean. And now he needs a bit of treatment as well, touching his head, but that was very alert goalkeeping for once. Charlie Smith not at the races at the back, and Kingston College racing through. Bogle excellent in denying Kingston College from opening the scoring here.
We're going to have another look at that opportunity. Here it is. Again, Kingston College really getting the break, and Byfield tries to round the keeper, and I just wondered at first, Leger, if he was brought down illegally. That looked like great goalkeeping though from Andre Bogle to ensure the score stayed at 1-0, and more importantly also, most importantly, ensured it stayed at 0-0. But also importantly, not conceding a penalty. A very animated coach Eugene Williams, the water break with his players.
Yeah, demands so much from them at all times. Knows what the standard is, Eugene Williams. Very successful player in schoolboy football and in the Jamaica Premier League as well. Big bustling centre half in his day. You mentioned earlier how much he means to the community around Charlie Smith. Eugene Williams, the captain of Charlie Smith. Captain of Charlie Smith when they won the Manning Cup in 1988.
Yeah, don't try to tell the viewers that you remember that, Leger. That was long before you were born.
Quite some time actually.
So Kingston College back in possession, but losing out to Charlie Smith. Now they get it back. Kingston College looking for an early ball in. Sharif Ricketts, number 10, was lurking. Charlie Smith. Yeah, Charlie Smith's assistant coach Byron Earl was a forward on that team that Leger just mentioned, 1988 winning Manning Cup team for Charlie Smith, with the big centre half Eugene Williams, who is now the head coach. But here's Sharif Ricketts with an outswinging ball for Kingston College, and headed back in by Benjamin Rooms, but equal to the task is Andre Bogle, as he's been throughout this contest. KC back in possession, but trying to clear that one out, trying to prevent an opportunity for a counter-attack for Charlie Smith, and the ball just runs into touch, and it's going to be a Kingston College goal kick. 40 minutes have elapsed, 0-0 Kingston College and Charlie Smith in their opening contest of the ISSA Manning Cup 2025.
Extremely competitive contest as well. Kingston College really in a dogfight in this first half. Started the game brightly, but since then their shine has been a little dimmer. Charlie Smith growing into the game, dominating the game, I would say, in several aspects. But what they've done very well as well is denying Kingston College the space and time to play their football. But they're trying to get back some of their glistening nature now, Kingston College, and Kajay Fletcher unable to move out of space, but they still have it.
Kingston College through Howell. Back into Fletcher. Zimenez out wide to Sharif Ricketts, whose first touch is just too heavy and lets him down.
And Isaac Brown does very well to just let that one run out, very aware of his surroundings. You can tell from this first half. Isaac Brown, very good defensive unit so far on show by Charlie Smith, led by this man taking the goal kick, Andre Bogle, their goalkeeper.
Bogle boots this one out to the left-hand side. One back by Kingston College though. Here come Kingston College again. Number 11 Holloway, that is. To make a break down the right-hand side, but one back by Charlie Smith, and this one is going to be played inside to Isaiah Lee. He turns now and picks out a teammate, and Charlie Smith are on the attack yet again. But a very good challenge that looks like from Kingston College. Charlie Smith though, still in possession with Lee. Lee turns and plays it outside to Neo Drummond. Neo Drummond with a shot, and it's a deflection, and it comes back out to Charlie Smith. But Kingston College goalkeeper Justin Williams finally, eventually makes a stop as George Pringle of Charlie Smith had a golden opportunity to give them the lead. But Kingston College ensuring that this stays 0-0. Justin Williams with a few nervy moments. And this one will run into touch. I'm sure we're going to see that one again.
Yeah, that was a massive chance for Charlie Smith. Kingston College just standing around, allowing this shot to come in. Outside of the boot, that one was coming in from Drummond. And it was a good save initially, but he had to be alert again as Pringle was approaching. Charlie Smith, you would have to say at that point it would have been a deserved lead, but Kingston College have their goalkeeper to thank for this one staying 0-0, at least for the time being, because here comes Charlie Smith again.
Neo Drummond this time trying to get by Zimenez. In fact, it may have been Jason Edwards there doing defensive duties, but Charlie Smith still with it. Lee plays it to the outside, early ball in. Charlie Smith with an opportunity to score. Oh, again Justin Williams coming to the rescue for Kingston College, and they try to launch an early attack now.
Yeah, it was Kevin Howell on that occasion.
And here's a ball in to Kajay Fletcher. In fact, Deshaun Byfield, that is, the number 19 for Kingston College. And he hits it well off the mark.
Taking absolutely no chances there was Danville. Here's that chance again. It was a good control initially, but just didn't get the right contact on that occasion, did Howell. Charlie Smith with another very big opportunity. Kingston College looked to mount what would be one of the last chances of this first half.
End-to-end action in the dying moments of the first half here, as Kingston College tried to sniff out another opportunity. Zimenez plays it forward to Ricketts. Ricketts though crowded out. Good defending from Charlie Smith. Referee Alexi Perry rewards them with a free kick for an infringement made by Kingston College. So it's 2 added minutes as you see there. Fourth official Karen Wilson showing on the board. And neither team here looks prepared to sit back and settle for 0-0 going into half-time as Kingston College come forward again. Here's an early ball and it's well defended by Charlie Smith.
Isaac Brown again.
And that was Sharif Ricketts trying to take a shot from distance from his left boot. That attack repelled by Charlie Smith. Charlie Smith tried to go on the attack, intercepted by Zimenez, who dribbles the ball out of play.
His eyes lit up there as he saw the right back advance without any cover. But possibly his feet moving a little too quick, not in the right accordance with his mind. Byfield trying a deft touch to get in. That would have been Kajay Fletcher.
Zimenez judging the flight of that one. Getting the ball out to Kamal Patterson, who plays it forward, but ball safely now in the possession of Andre Bogle, who
has certainly enjoyed himself in this first half.
He has indeed. Has come up with some crucial stops for Charlie Smith as well, but has seen his team, I would say, play the more threatening football in this first 45, and so has an opportunity to dance. Kingston College being held 0-0 by Charlie Smith in this first 45. The reigning Manning Cup champions, I think, now realize the kind of fight they're in the opening contest. Eugene Williams, a hard taskmaster, will still not be too overly happy with his team, but they'll go into halftime with neither team trailing, and both will be looking to break the deadlock as the second half begins. We're going to take a quick break on our coverage. ISSA SBF 2025. We'll be back with first half highlights, stats, and more.
CVM Sports ISSA Schoolboy Football is brought to you by KFC, Charles, Water, Pringles, True Shake, Powerade, Burt's Auto Parts.
Keep us hydrated. Matter of fact, where is the water? I've got it, coach.
Crunch your craving with the value menu from KFC. With combos starting at just $620. KFC, it's finger licking good.
All right, welcome back now to coverage of the ISSA Schoolboy Football Season 2025. Jordan Fort, Leger Williams taking you through the second match of our doubleheader. Kingston College taking on Charlie Smith. It is 0-0 at half-time, and we will get a look at the first half highlights momentarily. Leger Williams will be taking you through.
Yeah, two storied teams, two competitive teams, and it was a very competitive first half. Kingston College certainly starting the brighter of the two, and it was Sharif Ricketts with the early opportunity. But I would say after that, it was all Charlie Smith, and they were attacking well. Very good cross there initially, and then it was some desperate defending and goalkeeping from Justin Williams, who has really been the hero of this Kingston College team in the first half. That deflected effort just wide. This effort, he got behind this one really well, I would say. Justin Williams, safe hands, and even more hands on that occasion. But this was an alarming situation that was dealt with very well by Andre Bogle, the goalkeeper of Charlie Smith. And he was safe in this scenario as well. Charlie Smith then started piling on some pressure, and this shot coming in, and that was a save, double save of the first half. Very well done by Justin Williams, but the pressure wouldn't stop there. And had this been controlled a little bit better, I think we might have been talking about Charlie Smith going in at the halftime break up a goal. But alas, we have 19 attempts. Kingston College shading it 10-9. But Charlie Smith, they have been the more threatening team, the more accurate team with their shots. 5 of their 9, and then 3 for Kingston College. Corners relatively even, and Kingston College, they've had to commit quite a few fouls to stem the flow of Charlie Smith. They've had more possession, but I wouldn't say they've had the better of the play. But all in all, the most important statistic, it's that it's Kingston College 0, Charlie Smith 0 after 45 minutes. Well, before the game, we had the opening ceremony of schoolboy football. Let's see what happened there.
September 6th marks another momentous occasion. We're here for the start of the 2025 schoolboy football season, and I want to extend warm welcome to everyone present here, along with our audience on our broadcast partners station CVM TV. In welcoming you, I want to start by welcoming our sponsors, led by the Wisinko Group through its brands Water, Powerade, True Shake, Pringles, as well as Restaurants of Jamaica through its brand KFC. We would also like to welcome Charles Chocolate through its brand Catch and Ping Pong. Kirk Distributors through its brands Kendall and Setamol. I don't see the representative from Bert's, but we'd also like to welcome our partner, sponsors and partner, Express Sports and Soccer Express. We also welcome our broadcast partners, led by Mr. Oliver, CVM led by Mr. Oliver McIntosh. I want you to give a warm welcome to this group of persons, companies that have made it possible for us to be here today. We know how much you value schoolboy football, and we thank them for their support. In declaring this season open, I want to also invite the chairman for our Manning and Doncaster Cup, Mr. Lindgren Wright for Doncaster Cup, Mr. Principal of William Nip, and the Principal of Papine, Mr. Lynn Christie, Chairman for the Manning Cup. I'd like to also invite a representative from our defending Manning Cup champion, Kingston College, as well as defending Doncaster Cup champion, Garvey Massio, so Tyreek and Mr. Brown. We welcome them. And we are not ignoring main event. So Shanika, can you join us? Main event makes everything work together. So we invite Shanika representing main events. It is my pleasure to declare the 2025 ISSA schoolboy football season open. Let's play!
Yo, ISSA, our schoolboy football.
Chairs, choo-choos, amazing, taste so good. Feed your cravings, chocolate rich. You'll be craving more and more and more and more. Here comes the craze. Ping pong chairs and choo-choos. Feed your cravings, you know you want to.
Now it's a party with ping pong.
Team, we need to pass the ball quicker, much quicker. And you need to make sure too. I'm the coach. And I'm the assistant coach. No. Your job is to bring the water and keep us hydrated. Matter of fact, where's the water? I've got it, coach. Shake and go. Come on, you shake and go. Step on the field. I have increase the tempo. Come on, you shake and go. Flavors feel nice. Nutrition for your lifestyle. Come on, you shake and go. The net we are keep. Schoolboy football season I keep. Come on, you shake and go. Try these delicious new flavors today. Chocolate, vanilla, peanut, and butter pecan. Come on, you shake and go.
Crunch your craving with the value menu from KFC. With combos starting at just $620. KFC, it's finger licking good.
The Reggae Boys' road to FIFA World Cup qualification intensifies this September. On Tuesday, September 9, the National Stadium comes alive when the Reggae Boys battle arch rivals Trinidad and Tobago starting at 7 p.m. Gates open at 4 p.m. Tickets VIP $10,000, grandstand $7,000, bleachers $2,000. Get yours now at jff.quaped.com. All the way, one team. Presented by the Jamaica Football Federation. Sponsors Adidas, Ray and Nephew, Sunshine Snacks, Water, Powerade, St. Mary's, True Shake, Stewart's, and Just Bet.
Being tones if you with them, I gone with them till then sick. Say them a go box and thump and kick.
Join us this week on Tourism One-on-One as we examine how the tourism sector has been performing in the post-pandemic environment with Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Edmund Bartlett.
Crispy, creamy, what a catch. So tasty. What a catch. With a caramel center. What a catch. And so much chocolate. Ooh, yeah. First it's crispy, then it's creamy. With so much chocolate, smooth and milky. And when you go a little deeper, you find caramel. Ooh, yeah. What a catch. Oh. What a catch. You know we love you. What a catch. Oh. First it's crispy, then it's creamy. What a catch.
CVM Sports ISSA Schoolboy Football is brought to you by KFC, Charles, Water, Pringles, True Shake, Powerade, Burt's Auto Parts.
Welcome back now to Stadium East Field. It is Kingston College versus Charlie Smith, and this is the ISSA Manning Cup 2025. It's the opening day of the competition, and earlier in our doubleheader we saw where Garvey Maceo, the reigning Costa Cup champions, they beat Fogo Road by 3-0. A few more fans in the stands than was for that Garvey Maceo versus Fogo Road game. For this Kingston College versus Charlie Smith game. And of course, if you were watching us during the first half, you would have seen a keenly contested first half by both teams. I would say Charlie Smith having the better of play.
Yeah, most definitely. Charlie Smith is very impressive, not only in their offensive output, but also defensively as well. Charlie Smith very impressive in that first half, doing a lot of things right defensively and offensively. But if it's one thing we know about Vassar Reynolds as a head coach, the tactician for Kingston College, is that he makes very good in-game adjustments. And of course, the talent that Kingston College have on their bench as well to call upon as we await the second half that begins now is very hefty. You speak about Tyreek Robinson can come on as well, and you speak about Kelvin Brown. So Kingston College do have reinforcements, and they will look to pressure this Charlie Smith team, I'm sure. But at first, they'll have to stem the flow of everything that Charlie Smith did well in that first half.
Yeah, interesting format as well for the Manning Cup this season. ISSA, the organizers, deciding to change things up slightly. It's 5 groups of 8, but the top 4 after everyone plays each other once will then essentially be separated from the bottom 4, and the top 4 will play off against each other again, and it's the 3 of those 4 from each of the 5 groups who will advance, plus the best 4th place team across the 5 groups. So essentially the bottom 4 teams will be eliminated after the first round robin phase. The first 7 games, of course, that would be, because they would not have earned the right to advance. They would be playing against each other, but they would be out of contention in terms of advancing to the round of 16. So quite an interesting change of scenario there, and I'm sure the coaches will have a lot to say about that throughout the season. Here's a free kick from Sharif Ricketts of Kingston College. College on the left hand side now, and if that was not a deflection, it was really just a wild swing from, was that Zimenez, over on the left hand side for KC.
Yeah, advancing usually much better with his deliveries. Roger Zimenez, one of the more dependable players for Kingston College over the past couple of seasons, but has had his hands full with the Charlie Smith attackers, who now attack down this left hand side. Over dribbled a bit there.
Yeah, that was Pringle, the number 9, coming all the way back for Charlie Smith. And so, as we look at Kingston College, that's a brilliant through ball, and Ricketts attacks it, but wasn't able to bring it under his spell. And Andre Bogle, who was dancing in the first half, would have had a few nerves just now, but commanding, big bustling figure, and coming out to take control of that one.
Yeah, did very well there, Bogle. There was a lovely pass from Patterson, inverting from his right back berth into midfield and making a very good pass, but eventually dealt with by Charlie Smith. And maybe that can be the route for Kingston College to get some more control in this game, inverting one of their fullbacks into midfield, and more than likely it would always be Kamal Patterson. No stranger to playing in this middle of the park either. And that would be an extra bit of worry for that man there, Eugene Williams, the head coach of Charlie Smith.
So perhaps we're already starting to see signs of the adjustments being made by the Vassal Reynolds-led coaching staff for Kingston College.
And there you can see number 12, Kamal Patterson, moving in field. He's going to get on the ball now. I would say Benjamin Rooms, the defensive midfielder for Kingston College, struggled a bit to impose himself on proceedings in that first half.
And so reinforcements there from a Kingston College perspective.
Of course, Rooms would have replaced Kingston College's number 8 from last season, also a defensive midfielder, but an outstanding one in Dewan Green, was now gone on to college in the United States.
And here's a switch of play from Neo Drummond to the right-hand side. Kevin Howell, number 10 for Charlie Smith, does have fancy footwork, but loses possession. Battles hard though to win it back, does Howell. And Howell, it's a nice turn there to resist the pressure of Kingston College, and he's held. That boy Howell, you know, does have some skill, Leger.
Yeah, very, very nifty player. Loves when the ball is at his feet, and always a dangerous proposition when coming up against this Kingston College defense, and they have had trouble with him before. Wins the foul now. What can Charlie Smith serve up with this delivery?
As daylight turns into dusk here at Stadium East, Charlie Smith trying to get one by Kingston College, the reigning Manning Cup champions. And that is a poor attempt for Charlie Smith. By the way, just for clarity, we've been talking about the new method of advancing to the round of 16 in the Manning Cup. And at the end of the first round, just for clarity, the tables will show that there will be 4 teams who've played 7 games, and 4 teams will play 10. So the bottom 4 obviously will play 7 games, be eliminated from contention, and the top 4 would have played 10 because they would have played each other once more, 3 extra games, and then it's the top 3 plus the best 4th place team who will advance. So there are going to be more discussions about it, I'm sure, as referee Alexi Perry gets ready to brandish a yellow card, and it's shown to Kingston College number 12, Kamal Patterson.
Yeah, well worth that yellow card as well. All over the back of, that would be number 11, Neo Drummond.
Yeah, here it is as well. Yeah, he can have no complaints about that. As we see Andre Langford now for Charlie Smith.
He's the one who served up the free kick not too long ago for Charlie Smith, and has been spraying some lovely passes from deep in midfield. So it's clear he has a very good right foot. Let's see if he can test Justin Williams in the KC goal.
Is there enough distance for him to get this up over the wall and dip under the bar in time to the keeper's right? Andre Langford lining this up for Charlie Smith. Langford with an attempt on goal, and the keeper equal to it.
Yeah, very well held there by Justin Williams. Didn't quite get the precision in placement there did Langford, but it was a good hit nonetheless and had to be saved. But Justin Williams has looked pretty assured so far.
And the ball goes out of play for Kingston College. Charlie Smith will get possession back. Their number 3, Damian Danville, throws it in but loses out. Kingston College now come again through KJ Fletcher. And this is Holloway now on that right hand side.
Charlie Smith have really given Kingston College wingers no time when they're receiving the ball. On very few occasions you've seen a Kingston College winger have the opportunity to take the ball in his stride, turn and go at his man. And that's the hallmark of a very attentive defensive unit, making it very difficult for KC to advance proceedings.
KC going all the way back. And their big tall centre back, Jayshawn Edwards. First time ball being played to Kamal Patterson from Holloway, but Patterson not able to bring it under his spell. Foul there on Charlie Smith as they tried to progress forward. Could be a Kingston College free kick.
Yeah, Neo Drummond there, the one conceding that foul.
So a yellow card for Kingston College's Kamal Patterson we saw earlier was shown yellow for that foul on Neo Drummond. Zimini under pressure and Charlie Smith looking to win it back, but Edwards coming across to just ensure there is no imminent threat to the KC goalkeeper Justin Williams. KC tried to get going again. Give the ball away though. Charlie Smith. This is Pringle. Forced off it by Octavian Holloway. And the ball comes down the right hand side to KJ Fletcher. Fletcher skips inside and gets the ball to number 6 Samari Taylor. Taylor loses out though. Charlie Smith back in control.
As they have been for majority of the contest really. And that man on the ball not too long ago, Isaac Brown, has been very assured in his defensive duels as well as in possession as well.
Yeah, I think I've been very impressed with the Charlie Smith number 14 as well, Isaiah Lee, who's given the Kingston College defenders a lot to think about when in possession.
He has looked very dangerous down that right-hand side for Charlie Smith. I'm sure he's given Rajay Ziminis a lot of headaches.
Charlie Smith there losing possession, and Kingston College with an opportunity to come forward here. And that one, is it snuffed out? No, it isn't. Kingston College with a shot, and it's over the bar. That was some quick play from Kingston College. Sharif Ricketts, the number 10, though off target.
Yeah, well worked in the end. Byfield very good at link up with a shot a bit wild on the weaker side of Sharif Ricketts.
Yes, Kingston College cleared this one. And able to shake off the challenge there, but that shot, perhaps not the right idea from Kingston College. But they come again. Cleared though by Charlie Smith. Number 5, Ziminis, under pressure from Drummond. That's been a duel all game long, and Drummond emerges the winner of this particular duel. He looked for a teammate now in the middle, and it's a shot from outside the box. Justin Williams equal to it.
Yeah, very good goalkeeping yet again. His positioning very good, so it allowed him to make that save comfortably. Looks as if J. Sean Edwards needs some assistance. Big overload on the right-hand side. I'm surprised they didn't take that route, but it was a firmly struck shot.
Yeah, was it Kevin Howell making a run there? I thought that through ball would have been a great option, Leger, for Charlie Smith. So perhaps just that question of the decision making in the final third on that occasion. But I tell you what has been quite impressive to me about the Charlie Smith team is how quickly they win possession back after losing possession. And the other thing to me that has been of such importance for them and so impressive about them is, as I mentioned, the individual play of some of the influential figures. You're talking about Isaiah Lee, number 14. I think Kevin Howell has acquitted himself well and looked dangerous, looked lively, and their ability to switch defense to attack pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think that's because of their aggression that they have been showing so far in this game. And in addition to that as well, their willingness to press and counter-press Kingston College.
As we see KC through Patterson, pass the ball now to Fletcher.
But even if you use that bit of play as an example, how quickly did Charlie Smith close down the space in between the lines so Kingston College had no time to turn and advance play?
Absolutely. Looks like a well-drilled outfit, this Charlie Smith team. KC, the holders of the Manning Cup, trying to find a way to break them down. And they come forward now through Romaine Foster. Made a rare run forward out of that defensive position, did Foster. Kamal Patterson put the ball back into play. Patterson will try to make an early cross, and the Charlie Smith goalkeeper, Andre Bogle, comes out commandingly and takes it. And we see another Charlie Smith player down, and as is the case so often early in the season, maybe players not quite up to the full fitness level yet. Is this a case of cramp?
Does have very heavy strapping on his right knee, does Jador Moore. So possibly an injury coming up now. Charlie Smith, a team that has been playing a lot of football even during the off-season. Spoke with Eugene Williams during the Jamaica Premier League season. Of course, he never misses an Arnett Garns game, and he was mentioning, of course, taking his team to tournaments, not only in Jamaica, but also abroad. So this unit has been playing together for quite some time, and you can see the team chemistry because of what you would have mentioned, Jordan, their willingness and their aggression in defending, not allowing Kingston College to be comfortable at any given time. They really look like a cohesive unit, does Charlie Smith, and they're playing like it now against the reigning champions.
Yeah, head coach Eugene Williams and his longtime former teammate Byron Earl are really showing, I think, what they have as a unit here in this Charlie Smith team. A team that looks not only talented but willing to be tactically astute and carry out the coach's instructions, providing all kinds of headaches for Coach Vassar Reynolds, his assistant Dwight Smith. Kingston College, the Manning Cup champions, getting a double change prepared now.
And here is one of the players that I was mentioning earlier, Kelvin Brown, recently a part of Jamaica's under-15 team that won the CONCACAF Caribbean tournament. Don't be swayed by his size. He is only still an under-15 player, Kelvin Brown, but so much talent in the man that they call Haaland. I'm sure you'll see why in very short order. But we'll also see Jamal Fraser as well taking the field for Kingston College. So 2 changes coming up, both in the wide areas Kingston College have made them.
So Coach Vassar Reynolds going to his bench. Leger called it at the start of the second half. that Vassar Reynolds will not be afraid of using the reinforcements and the depth that he has. As KC look to find an opening, that is a good ball out to the right-hand side, and number 9 goes down, Kelvin Brown, who just came onto the field, but nothing doing, says referee Alexi Perry. And Charlie Smith unable to spring that attack. That ball has gone out of play. And Neo Drummond, who has been a thorn in the side of the KC fullbacks all game long, not able to keep control. Here's Kelvin Brown again. Good tackle coming in though.
Yeah, that was Langford again, who has patrolled that central area for Charlie Smith extremely well. Game has gotten a little bit chippy, but Kingston College advanced well here.
Kajay Fletcher, and he turns, he shoots, and he scores! Kingston College break the deadlock. Number 19, Deshaun Byfield, with a brilliant turn and a brilliant strike. And he's not dancing, is Andre Bogle. Charlie Smith's goalkeeper, who in the first half found time to have some fun. He's not going to be very happy about that. And it's Deshaun Byfield who breaks the deadlock for Kingston College with a brilliant strike.
We have been lauding Charlie Smith and their ability to close down space between the lines, but the one time Kingston College got some space to roam in that area between the midfield and defensive line of Charlie Smith, it was Kajay Fletcher with a bursting run. And their leading goal scorer from last season has returned to kick off proceedings this time around. Deshaun Byfield, a man who scored in last season's Manning Cup final, has popped up with a goal again. Good pass from Fletcher, and this is what you need from your striker. 2 touches out of his feet, and a clinical strike coming in from Byfield. Excellent goal. And that's what player quality does. It always tells. Kingston College, they've been under the cosh for most of this game. But what does their motto say, Jordan? They've come up trumps now.
The brave may fall, but never yield. Coach Vassar Reynolds turning to his bench and re-upping this 11. Kingston College breaking the deadlock. Deshaun Byfield with a brilliant set of touches, and that final one was lethal. Andre Bogle could do nothing about it. He was diving away to his right, couldn't stop it, and Kingston College now have a 1-0 advantage.
Yeah, a bit rough on Charlie Smith, but it is what they were doing so well that ended up being their undoing. The only lapse in concentration we've seen from them in quite some time in this game. As that's a shot from distance from Kingston College's captain Kamal Patterson. That's just the quality that Kingston College have at their disposal. Deshaun Byfield, also a player that has represented Jamaica at the unders level.
Here comes Charlie Smith trying to find a quick reply. And of course, KC had Kelvin Brown coming in for Atavio Holloway. And Jamal Fraser, he came in for the number 8 Benjamin Rooms. So Kingston College, they come again. And here's another early ball in. Kingston College with an opportunity to make it 2. But Andre Bogle equal to the task this time around.
Very good goalkeeping. Quick off his line. Made himself very big as well, did Bogle. Kingston College really upping the tempo now, upping the intensity. Here's a chance once more. Excellent pass from Fletcher again, trying to recreate what he did for the opening goal. But Deshaun Byfield unable to slot home. 2 changes coming up for Charlie Smith. And it will be the end of Isaiah Lee as well as George Pringle. We'll confirm in short order who will be coming on for Charlie Smith.
Kingston College tried to create another opportunity. None forthcoming. Ball played out to the left. And here come KC again. This is going to be a ball into the box, but Charlie Smith has all the numbers there. And Charlie Smith now trying to spring this counter-attack.
And with those Kingston College changes, we're noticing a change in personnel as well. Samari Taylor, who started the game on the left wing for Kingston College, has now tucked into that right back area, allowing Kamal Patterson, the versatile Kamal Patterson, to move into defensive midfield after Benjamin Rooms was taken off. So not necessarily a change in system for Kingston College, but that change in personnel, I think, has added a little bit more energy and dynamism to their attacking play, and we've seen them create 2 big chances since their substitutions.
Yeah, that combination of numbers 19 and 20, Kajay Fletcher and Deshaun Byfield, that proving deadly for Charlie Smith. And they almost combined for a second goal, those two for Kingston College. Score still 1-0 though in favor of KC. That ball will go out of play and Charlie Smith will have an opportunity to try to launch another attack.
Charlie Smith might have gotten the wind knocked out of their sails after conceding that goal. They'll need to refocus and get back on top of things soon. Start creating chances, start getting on the ball again. Will be a daunting task, however, especially with the running that Kingston College bring, especially in those central areas.
Yeah, so for Charlie Smith, it was Kaheem Powell who came on for George Pringle, and Dominic Barnes came on for Isaiah Lee. Those substitutions made in the 68th minute. A response to Kingston College. Their subs brought a goal. Coach Eugene Williams turning to his bench to see if they can inspire a response for Charlie Smith.
Kingston College is doing a better job of maintaining possession. There's confirmation of the changes that you just mentioned. Pringle off for Powell and Lee off for Barnes.
Yeah, that's going to be a foul on Kelvin Brown. Professional foul, if you will.
A striker's foul as well.
Samari Taylor just, I think, thought he had it covered, but didn't quite have it covered, and Kevin Howell was looking to pounce. Wasn't able to do so successfully though. Diminutive figure Kevin Howell does possess some skill though. As we see referee Alexi Perry calling the medical staff to attend to another Charlie Smith player.
Vassie Reynolds and his coaching staff preparing maybe another change, but also just speaking to his young troops. That was Jamal Fraser he was giving instruction to not too long ago.
Yeah, Fraser, one of the substitutes for Kingston College. And I mean, it must be said,
ready?
He talked about the impact of goals on games, the most important column, the goals column. Charlie Smith finding that out the hard way. Here come Kingston College again through Kelvin Brown. Brown bustling his way through. Not able to get the ball under control though. And easy pickings for the Charlie Smith goalkeeper, Andre Bogle. Charlie Smith looked to launch an immediate attack. Here they come again. That is a good ball through.
Well defended in the end by Samari Taylor, who has come in and has certainly been putting a shift in at right back. And that's a loose pass, and Kingston College retain possession now, or regain possession.
And here comes number 19, Deshaun Byfield, the goal scorer, and he goes down in the box. Referee Alexi Perry points to the spot, and it's a penalty in favor of Kingston College. So Deshaun Byfield showing just how dangerous he is, getting the goal for Kingston College, and now winning a penalty for his team, and a chance for them to make it 2-0.
Yeah, and that's what he does so well. Such a persistent player is Byfield. Moving, I'm not quite sure about that one at all, I will say. I think he went to ground a bit too easily there, and referee Alexi Perry has a much better view than I do, but I'm not quite sure on that replay. But nonetheless, the decision is final, and it will be a penalty for Kingston College. And it seems as if that it will be Sharif Ricketts, the left foot of Sharif Ricketts, to try and give Kingston College a 2-0 lead in this game.
So Ricketts looking to double the advantage. Coach Eugene Williams probably just cursing his luck at the moment. That one we might say was 50-50, but nevertheless, referee's decision final. Here comes this penalty from Ricketts, and Ricketts puts it away. Kingston College, they go up by 2-0. Charlie Smith now really up against it.
Yeah, very good penalty, that one from Sharif Ricketts, right into the corner. Andre Bogle couldn't get across in time. And Kingston College, they won't care if the penalty was soft or not, because they now have a 2-goal lead, and they have begun their quest for Manning Cup title number 18, seemingly in a positive way. 2-0 up now against Charlie Smith. And it will be very, very difficult for the team, Charlie Smith, to get back into this game. Very good penalty from Sharif Ricketts. Hasn't quite had the impact he would have hoped in the opening game, but the most important impact one can make on a football game is to score, and he's done that now to give Kingston College a very good lead in this one.
Yeah, that lead looking far more comfortable now for the reigning champions, as they have successfully repelled any attempts made by Charlie Smith and have now taken advantage of the opportunities they have created. And Coach Vassar Reynolds can feel a lot more secure in his team seeing this one over the line. They do tell you though that 2-0 is a dangerous lead in football.
The most dangerous.
As KC tried to come forward and get a third, there was a penalty scorer, Ricketts, playing this one out to the left. And Charlie Smith looking a little bit rattled now, back into Ricketts. And this one is going to go out to the right hand side. Kelvin Brown is going to pick up the pieces here, and a shot on target, but the deflection makes it easy for Andre Bogle.
Yeah, and all of a sudden Kingston College seem first to every second ball out there now. And where they didn't have control previously, they have all the momentum now. Charlie Smith will need to do well to change that soon. Good skill shown over there on the right hand side. And Rajay Ziminis brings his player down to give Charlie Smith a foul.
Yeah, Charlie Smith now with 76 minutes having elapsed. Know that there's not much time for them if they want to get back into this contest. We do know though that one goal for Charlie Smith could change everything. As the ball comes in here from Langford, bouncing around in the box, but cleared away, and there was an infringement before that, and it's a free kick to Kingston College.
Casey, I'm sure will try and take the sting out of the game and play their natural passing game as much as possible. Less than 13 minutes plus stoppages left in this one, and I think all in all they would be the fitter team of the two. It has certainly seemed that way as the game has drawn on. And what was a very difficult contest for them for the most part is looking like it's going to turn into a comfortable one.
And here's Kelvin Brown down that right-hand side trying to play the ball across the face of goal, but easily dealt with by Charlie Smith keeper Bogle. As Charlie Smith play this one back into the middle. This one is a lofted pass out to the right wing.
Jason Edwards dealt with that one very well for Kingston College, covering his teammate Rajay Zimenez.
Yeah, Neo Drummond, who was making life difficult for Zimenez for a lot of the contest, now seemingly. Oh, and here is a challenge from the Charlie Smith goalkeeper, and once again, referee Alexi Perry is pointing to the spot, and it's going to be another penalty kick for Kingston College.
And this one I don't think we'll have too much debate about. Deshaun Byfield's pace is electric. And he surged through there. I would say Bogle was a little bit slow off his line, and when he eventually came, it was a little too late. He was either going to get the man or get the man, and he definitely chose both options. Not dealt with the best either by Isaac Brown. But as soon as both players collided, it was almost sure that Alexi Perry would point to the spot. And that's exactly what he did. And he has given Kingston College the opportunity to go 3 goals up in this game.
Yeah, Andre Bogle there. I would say adding insult to injury, but it's more like adding injury to insult, as he will have to get up if he's going to continue to try to save this penalty from Kingston College, a second penalty for the reigning Manning Cup champions. Alexi Perry had a good look at it and was convinced that that challenge was an illegal one inside the box, and the Kingston College deserve another penalty. So we talked about the fact that Charlie Smith played some good football earlier on, Leger, and if Kingston College converts this penalty, I would say the scoreline would be quite deceptive in the end, especially if it ends at 3-0 in favor of Kingston College. You know, an onlooker looking at the scores may come away thinking it was a dominant performance, but it would not, I would think, objectively be the same kind of 3-0 we saw from Garvey Maceo.
No, I don't think so at all, really, because Kingston College, I would say their opponents in the Manning Cup, the other favorites in the Manning Cup, would look at this performance and think 2 things at the same time. And this might be an oxymoron, because one, they would look at certain things and be licking their lips and saying, okay, we can maybe get at Kingston College, but they would also look at goals like that and moments like that from Deshaun Byfield, who has been influential in the first 2 goals and possibly influential in a third, and say Kingston College may not have to play their best, but one thing is for sure is that they have a lot of individual quality that can undo pretty much any team in Jamaica in schoolboy football. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how they develop. But you are very right, this hasn't been a very convincing performance from Kingston College all in all, but it's a hallmark of a good team to not play your best but still come out 2, potentially 3-0 winners in the end. It looks as if that will be the end of the game for Andre Bogle after that collision with Deshaun Byfield.
Yeah, unfortunate if it would be, because I think Bogle was having a pretty good game before that first goal went by him, and you must give Deshaun Byfield a lot of credit for the way he finished that first goal. Would not blame Andre Bogle at all. Of course, the second he conceded was a penalty, and the penalty really is advantage the attacking team. You wouldn't be faulting a keeper for allowing a penalty to score, and so the scoreline, 2 goals having been conceded by Bogle, a bit unfair to him, I would say, after having a good game. And now it's going to be a situation where Charlie Smith will have to change their goalkeeper. The new goalkeeper will have to come in and straight away be facing a penalty.
And it will be Julius Clark to come in for Charlie Smith. Very unfortunate situation, not only for Bogle, but maybe even Clark as well. As he said, never easy to come in and immediately be under the fire of a penalty. And he's immediately trying to put off Sharif Ricketts, who's already slotted one home. Let's see what he'll do with his second.
So not the same kind of towering presence is Clark that Bogle was. Sharif Ricketts looking to make it 3-0 Kingston College. Ricketts steps up, Ricketts slots home. Sharif Ricketts makes no mistake. Second time in a row, Kingston College, they go 3-0 up. And they are now celebrating because they know that they've killed the game off, quite literally. Sharif Ricketts sending a signal to his opponents, Charlie Smith.
Yeah, very good penalty yet again. Same corner, same technique, same power, same precision. And Kingston College, I'm sure now, much more comfortable. 3 goals up. And they'll make a couple more changes and this will show the depth that they have, but there's a replay of the penalty. Coolly done, comfortably done. And it will be the end of Deshaun Byfield, and so too Kajay Fletcher. Coming on, Tyreek Robinson, who many class as a phenom. Very big player as well, very strong player as well. So Kingston College with even more reinforcements that are extremely dangerous.
Yeah, Davian Clark also entering the fray for Kingston College. He's wearing the number 7. Here's the aforementioned Tyreek Robinson, number 14, emblazoned on his back. And Kingston College giving a rest to their attacking duo. Here's another opportunity for KC. Ball played across and dealt with by the Charlie Smith defense. But Kingston College giving an opportunity now to some of their players who they would hope can make an impact throughout this competition. Number 14 is one of them, Tyreek Robinson. He's going to take a shot from distance.
Never shy about shooting from ranges, Tyreek Robinson. Already made his debut and scored a goal in the Jamaica Premier League for Harbourview. Really, really quality left foot he has. And as I said, never afraid to shoot.
Here's Jay-Sean Edwards now, ensuring KC keep possession, and all the way back to Romaine Foster, number 17, out to the right, Samari Taylor. Number 14 is the substitute, Tyreek Robinson, plays this one early, and the substitute goalkeeper having some issues with that one, but Charlie Smith come away with it. So Charlie Smith losing the sting that they had early in the contest. They say goals change games, and this has been the epitome of that particular expression. Talk about cliches, they're often true. Here is Samari Taylor. And another shot probably thought about, but not taken.
Yeah, it was Sharif Ricketts on his weaker right side, opted to try and slide a pass through.
Yeah, the old expression in football, goals change games. Well, this one has been significantly changed since the very first goal went in. And Kingston College has looked like a different team in a good way. Charlie Smith, they've also looked like a different team.
In the complete opposite.
So here come Kingston College again. Charlie Smith with an opportunity to get one back, and that is wide. Good effort though.
And it was a danger man again, Neo Drummond. trying to forge a way in, but the shot after all of that hard work seemed a bit tired. And Justin Williams also had it covered, so Charlie Smith, their last roll of the dice coming up, couple of changes coming. Tashawn Reed, he'll be coming in. So to Devontae Wilson.
Confirmation of the earlier subs for Kingston College, with Robinson coming in and Fletcher going out.
Davian Clark also coming in for Kingston College.
And Byfield went out as well. So as we approach the 90th minute, Kingston College in a full command here. 3-0, and Charlie Smith really with the wind knocked out of their sails, and the reigning champions matching the scoreline of the reigning Costa Cup champions from the first game of our doubleheader here at Stadium East. At least so far, Charlie Smith still not giving up, want to pull one back. It's been tough going for them most of this second half, as the KC tried to launch another attack, and this ball has gone into touch. It's a KC throw.
Roger Zimini is being told to take his time over this one, being sent back by the referee as well, as we approach stoppage time at the end of the opening Manning Cup game of the season, the 2025 ISSA schoolboy football season. Off with a bang, as you mentioned, Jordan, both reigning champions looking like, at least I don't want to tempt it because I've been tempting wrong all afternoon, looking like they're going to match each other with 3-0 scorelines, 3-0 wins.
And speaking of three additional minutes at the end of this one have been added.
Charlie Smith play next away to Tivoli in what will certainly be a very mouth-watering encounter. Two teams of similar styles.
Here comes KC again. This is Kelvin Brown, the substitute. Big, bustling, attacking player, the number 9.
Kingston College next play away to Kingston Technical. A game will be on Saturday. Well claimed by the substitute goalkeeper Clark.
Will not be able to keep that one in play. Samari Taylor for KC. Just about a minute and a half left in this one. Of course, we're into added time now. Kingston College 3-0 leaders. And Charlie Smith still on the hunt to see if they can pull one back. So number 7, the substitute for Kingston College, Davian Clark. And here's the number 14, another substitute. It's Tyreek Robinson. Clark. Jostling and winning possession back. It's Davian Clark. Samari Taylor playing this one all the way back. Kingston College, will they try to run the clock out, or will they go for a fourth here? Here's Taylor again in possession. This is Robinson. A shot from distance from Samari Taylor.
That might be the last bit of action for the game, depending on how well Charlie, or how quickly Charlie Smith get things going again. I suspect that we won't see too much more action in this game.
So that one booted out as referee Alexi Perry has blown his whistle to bring a halt to this contest, and the Manning Cup champions are off and running in their first game of the ISSA schoolboy football season 2025. Kingston College with a commanding 3-0 victory over Charlie Smith. Deshaun Byfield and Sharif Ricketts getting the goals. Both goals from Ricketts from the penalty spot, and Deshaun Byfield with a beauty from open play. We're going to be giving you the full-time highlights.
Kingston College started this game quickly, but it would be soon after that Charlie Smith would get their foot into things. This would be the first warning sign coming in. Neo Drummond, who was a live wire all game long for Charlie Smith, putting that cross into a dangerous area, and in what was probably the only shaky moment all game for Justin Williams in goal for Kingston College, he let that one go. Charlie Smith continued to pile on pressure in that first half, and it must be said, in that first half they were the better team. Andre Bogle had to pull off a big interception there, and then Justin Williams had to pull off a big save, a big double save. Excellently done by the Kingston College custodian. But the chances would keep on coming, and Pringle tested Williams again. He was equal to everything in this game, just like that free kick coming in from Langford. Charlie Smith started the second half well also, and this fizzy shot, Justin Williams was right behind it, but then the game changed. Kajay Fletcher finally getting space in the middle of the park, and Deshaun Byfield, he didn't need much space. He only needed a bit of an inch to turn, swivel, take 2 touches, and find the back of the net in expert fashion. Kingston College's leading goal scorer last season showing his impact. He would show it again in short order, but he was denied there. He would then continue to make a nuisance of himself. Deshaun Byfield winning a penalty there. Not quite sure about that one, but it was given nonetheless. And Sharif Ricketts tucked that one away to make it 2-0 for Kingston College.
Mic check, mic check.
Byfield would again use his pace to create problems before Andre Bogle, his last impact of the game, fouling Deshaun Byfield and gifting Sharif Ricketts another opportunity to slot this one home and give Kingston College a 3-0 lead and eventually a 3-0 win. Drummond would try to infiltrate, but it wouldn't be enough. And all in all, at the end, that was the end of the contest. Kingston College, they did take a lot of shots. 16 of them, to be specific, 9 on target. 6 of their shots on target actually came in the second half, so they were well worth their goals. Charlie Smith, 11, 7 on target, a good return, but not clinical enough. Also, the excellence of Justin Williams in goal for Kingston College had something to do with that. 10 fouls for Kingston College, 6 for Charlie Smith. KC also had a lot of the possession, 60%, and they turned that possession into what's most important, goals in a football game. 3-0, they ran out winners against Charlie Smith. We'll be back with more, including the thoughts of both coaches right after this break.
September. On Tuesday, September 9, the National Stadium comes alive when the Reggae Boys battle arch rivals Trinidad and Tobago, starting at 7 p.m. Gates open at 4 p.m. Tickets to VIP $10,000, Grandstand $7,000, Bleachers $2,000. Get yours now at jff.quaped.com. All the way, one team. Presented by the Jamaica Football Federation. Sponsors Adidas, Ray and Nephew, Sunshine Snacks, Water, Powerade, St. Mary's, True Shake, Stewart's, and Just Bet.
Being tones if you with them, I gone with them till then sick. Say them a go box and thump and kick.
Join us this week on Tourism One-on-One as we examine how the tourism sector has been performing in the post-pandemic environment with Minister of Tourism, the Honourable Edmund Bartlett.
I'm Giovanni Dennis, and this is CVM News.
Coach Reynolds, Kingston College legacy is built on history and expectation. In the first half, Charlie Smith was a little bit, what we would call it, giving you a run for your money. But how did you keep your boys composed as you wanted to stay up to that purple standard?
We expected the challenge. It wasn't a perfect game. We didn't expect a perfect game, to be honest. We're building, and we're building slowly. We have done a lot through the pre-season, and we figured that what we would have done over the past 7 to 8 weeks would have, been able to be successful today. I thought the boys took a while to get into their game. Second half, we improved our play, but we really expected the fight that we got from Charlie Smith. But the boys are aware, and they are aware as to what is at stake, and I thought that they give a very good effort today.
Well, thank you, Coach, and we're expecting to see great things from you for the rest of the season.
Yeah, man. Thanks much. Thanks.
All right. And now we welcome the head coach of Charlie Smith High, Coach Williams. His boys definitely gave a run for their money today in the match against defending champions Kingston College. And I'm definitely excited to talk to Coach Williams because I'm wondering if they have taken a piece out of his book in his time playing football. Coach, your boys look exceptional today. Like you've done a lot of work in the preseason. Talk to me about it.
Well, as I say, congratulations to Kingston College. And as I watch the game and saw the game progress, it's a game of two halves, and two decisions cost us the game. The first goal, my players was fouled over this side, and the ref did not blow the whistle. And the second penalty is not a penalty, but as I say, it's them in charge. And as I say, Tree Love is not a true reflection of the game.
Well, your boys definitely did put a show out today, and we have a long season ahead of us. The ball is round, and I'm expecting to see more good stuff from Charlie Smith.
Yeah, man. As the season progresses, man, we're getting better and better, man.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
You're welcome.
And there you have it. Back to our studio with Jordan Fort and Leger Williams.
All right. All good. And the whistle.
CVM Sports ISSA Schoolboy Football is brought to you by KFC, Charles, Water, Pringles, True Shake, Powerade, Burt's Auto Parts.
The Reggae Boys' road to FIFA World Cup qualification intensifies this September. On Tuesday, September 9, the National Stadium comes alive when the Reggae Boys battle arch rivals